480 meters long, 300 wide, this platform dwarfs Jerusalem like a man-made mountain.
About 140,000 square meters, bigger than 12 stadiums laid side by side.
Yet before the stones, there was no terrace, only an uneven slope of Mount Moriah.
Herod demanded the impossible: carve a level world from broken rock without modern machines. First came planning: straight lines, corners, and stakes marking walls that would hold the mountain. Then the quarry awakened. Stone cut for months, shaped not for beauty, but for strength. Some blocks reached 12 meters long, 80 to 150 tons each. They weren't stacked blindly. Each stone received markings, angles, and a planned destination. Transport was slow violence against gravity: rollers, sleds, ropes, and relentless coordination. At the foundation trench, stones slid into place, then wedged until seams vanished.
One block became famous: the Western Stone, 13.6 meters, about 570 tons.
When the walls stood complete, the hardest work began, filling the mountain's hollow.
Earth and stone poured in, layer by layer lifting, compacted until it became one mass. Slowly the slope vanished, replaced by a flat, engineered world of soil and stone.
Only then could the temple rise, towering, golden, aligned to light and sacred order.
Now we enter Pluni, following a straight axis toward the center, where access grows restricted.
Colossal porticos appeared, columns like forests, stretching for hundreds of meters. The royal portico dominated the south, vast enough to hold thousands beneath its roof. On feast days, symmetry and paving controlled the crowd flows, preventing chaos by design. From above, the design is clear: concentric courts tightening toward the sacred center.
We enter the outer court, open to many nations.
Festivals turned this court into a service hub for worship.
The design itself declares a boundary, no further.
Beyond this line, purity rules begin, and access narrows.
Up the stairs, the noise fades, and the stone feels heavier. This court is structured and square, a bridge from bustle to focus.
Corner chambers quietly keep worship running behind the scenes.
"15 steps lift the journey toward deeper holiness."
A bronze gate controls the passage inward with ceremony.
The next court is narrower and closer to the altar. Only purified men remain here, watching from the boundary. Ahead is the priest's court, ruled by law and timing. The altar stands immense, built to endure constant flame. A ramp, not steps, carries the service upward in discipline. The fire stays lit and supply never stops, day or night. Morning and evening offerings follow strict timing and law.
Practical preparation spaces support the sacred work nearby.
Before nearing the sanctuary, priests wash hands and feet first. Purity is guarded because errors threaten the whole service. we approach the holy place, where gold encloses light and duty. Inside the holy place, gold encloses every surface with precision. The menorah becomes the room's living light.
12 loaves stand for the tribes, renewed week by week. Incense rises by rule and rhythm twice each day.
The veil stands heavy, marking the final restriction.
Color threads speak symbols, heaven, royalty, and sacrifice in one barrier. Behind it lies a perfect cube, and in this era, it is empty. The ark is gone, yet the boundary remains absolute. Only once a year the high priest may enter beyond the veil.
The protocol is strict. No deviation, no mistake. Then history pivots in a moment priests never forget.
The tear begins at the top and runs downward beyond human reach. The boundary breaks, and the system reaches its final chapter. Decades later, Rome arrives, and the temple faces destruction.
Flames consume the sanctuary, and smoke swallows the courts.
Molten gold seeps into cracks, and stones are pried apart to reach it. Without altar, priesthood, or veil, the sacrificial system falls silent.
What remains is the platform and the western stones still standing. Later writings speak of a different temple, not stone, but living.
Yet prophecy points forward toward a temple still to come.
Daniel describes sacrifice interrupted, which requires a working altar.
Jesus warns of an abomination in the holy place, implying entry again. Paul speaks of a leader seated in the temple again, in startlingly literal language.
Revelation returns to temple imagery measuring worship and final events.
Many conclude a third temple could be built if conditions allow. Preparations are rumored, utensils replicated, priests trained, materials readied. For some, it is no longer if, but when the story returns to stone. Herod's engineering still debates how humans moved mountains with rope math and will. The design was never Randall. Every gate controlled crowd purity and access. On the axis, you feel space narrow and silence deepen toward the center. From outer courts to inner fire, architecture serves theology like a system. The most sacred room holds emptiness like a question waiting. When the veil tears, access and covenant meaning are reconsidered. Rome erases the building, but cannot erase the platform or memory.
That is why the temple still matters, where history, prophecy, and faith meet.
If a third temple rises, it could reshape timelines and tensions.
Even now, the blueprint teaches how space disciplines sacred duty. The terrace still challenges engineers, proving ancient precision was real.
The rings remind us, not everyone could go deeper.
The axis aims every step at the center, where meaning converged.
whether stone temple or spiritual temple, and the question remains, who may approach and how? A veil once said no further, and then in one moment, it did not.
Fire ended the building, yet the platform remains, waiting for what comes next.
To follow the prophetic links, keep going beyond the stones into Revelation. There you will see the timeline and the figures and the events framing the temple's final role. If this helped you stay with the journey, more stories are coming. History did not end with Herod or Rome, and history continues.
The rings, the axis, and the veil still shape the questions people ask today.
What began as stone engineering becomes a prophetic doorway in Scripture.
From the outer court to the inner veil, the story ends, and the next chapter waits.